What's happening, people? Back with another reaction. Back with the final glove reaction, I think. Meaning, this is the last track in this expanded folder for their 1983 album Blue Sunshine. Thank you again to Nicola. So as far as I know, this is the last of the material. Nevertheless, it is the club, what club, mix of Like an Animal. I'm amused by the phrasing, and it makes me wonder whether it really will be a club, like dance floor style mix, or whether that's almost like a, tongue-in-cheek, it's not really that, it's actually, a different type of remix. But yes, the opening tune on the album, I believe, was Like an Animal, and in some ways it sounded a bit like a Susie and the Banshees kind of track. Obviously a different voice, but at the same time it did feel like it could fit into their catalog. So yes, I wonder what this remix will foretell. Let's give it a listen and find out. This is The Glove. The track is Like an Animal, the 12-inch Club What Club mix, and it's a bonus track included in the expanded folder for Blue Sunshine 1983. So yes and yes. One, it is a more percussively driven and energetic version, but it is also not a typical four to the floor like club track, which I get it. Like in '83, remixes, 12-inch mixes, they might not be quite what they would be a few years after that, when again remix culture and sampling and the 7-8 minute 12-inch mixes that I've heard from some bands or remixes of some of their tracks. But either way, yeah, it doesn't quite come across as like a dance floor remix that you would normally expect given the phrase club mix or 12-inch mix, but neither is it identical or very similar to the album track. It definitely feels like, again, it's a bit more frantic and energetic, and also, again, it's like there's a bit of a, what's the right word, like jangly feel to it that I think goes beyond what the album track does. But yeah, again, I find myself catching some of the lines, and there's some crazy lines in there lyrically. So yeah, I very much have enjoyed going through the glove. Correct me if I'm wrong, this was kind of a one-off project. Maybe I'm not remembering right, maybe there's another release, but I think when we went into this, the idea is like this was kind of a one-time thing. So yeah, I think that's the conclusion of the glove journey. Thank you again to Nicola. We will continue with not only the Creatures / Susie and the Banshees, but for those of you on the other side of the fence here, obviously I'm going through the Cure, so that will continue as well. In any case, let me know what you think of this remix, and I will see you next time. Peace.